Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing this really pretty pink look. I think it's super cute and very spring. It just makes me feel like we're getting ready to just start fresh. See the flowers, see the beautiful green grass and trees. It makes me feel like spring is right around the corner. So today we are going to be using the Natasha Denona Love Palettes. I did not pick up everything from the collection, and actually my lovely husband said get it. So this is what the shadow palette looks like, and today I just kind of kept it very soft, pretty. I think this would be a really pretty Valentine's Day look. And then of course, in case you haven't seen this gorgeous palette, this is what it looks like, and it's super cute packaging. So if you're wondering how I got pink in my waterline or liner, I use a Fenty liner. If you're curious to see how I put these products to use, let's go. Alright guys, so I had primed my face with the Hourglass Ambient Light Correcting Primer in Dim Light, but I changed my mind about the foundation that I'm going to wear. I'm going to use the Airbrush Flawless Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm going to use this Smashbox, the Mindful Nourishing Oil Primer. I've used this before because my skin has been a little bit more on the drier side. And I find that on days where I'm using something that's really matte, using this primer really helps with my skin looking hydrated underneath my foundation, and it just makes everything look really smooth. The other thing about this oil is that it really doesn't feel like an oil. It feels like a gel. So it makes the skin feel tacky and supple and hydrated. So we doubled up on primer. For my lids, I used my Lane Low Paint Pot. I always want to say Painterly. Don't know why I can't shake it off. The Natasha Denona Love Palette, and let me just show you guys how beautiful she is. So pretty. So I'm going to take this fluffy rougher brush, and I'm going to take the color First, and I'm going to use that to set my primer, even though it's been sitting for a few minutes now, but you know, it just helps with making sure that everything is nice and smooth versus skippy and patchy. I'm going to take Valentine, which is this soft pink here, and I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm just going to put this in the crease. Oh, so pretty. I was not expecting it to be this intense. Okay, so I'm going to go in again with Valentine, which is that same pinky shade. And I'm just going to press this in the outer corner. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is looking lighter than what's in the crease, and it's the same color. So I think that once it settles, it deepens just a little bit. Yeah, definitely. It starts to darken, I can see that. Which is great, because if you are of medium skin tone or darker, I think that if it continued to remain as light as it was, that it would look, it wouldn't be as obvious that you had on a pink shadow. I'm going to take Lifetime, which is this really pretty gold shade right there. And I'm going to press this onto the lid. I'm going to take Giving, which is this shade here. It's a really pretty pink that has some gold shift. And I'm just going to place that in between where Lifetime and Valentine meet. So you have a nice transition. So I need to do the complexion in order to see where I'm going with this look. I'm going to take my foundation, and I am going to apply it with my rougher brush. And then I'll just go in with a sponge to make sure that it looks smooth. Which with this brush, honestly, I find that everything looks smooth. But if I use a brush, I will always go in with a sponge just to make sure that everything looks really seamless. But honestly, with this particular brush, I find that my foundation always blends really well into my skin and that I don't need to go in with a sponge. But because this is a smaller brush, it's also a little bit of a pain to make sure you're covering your entire face. I have noticed that sometimes I'll look and I'll have like a little patch of foundation missing. I'm like, which is why I like a sponge, because I feel like with a sponge you're not going to have that same problem, but I don't think I need to go in with a sponge. Everything looks really smooth. All right, guys, so I took the Fenty liner in the pink shade. I cannot read the name on this because, as you guys can see, it's a really pretty silvery purple shade, and I cannot remember, but it's the only pink liner that they have, and I did a little wing liner. And I'm going to take the same color and apply it in the waterline. So what I will tell you about these liners is that they are super creamy. They are, the tip is rounded, very round, which is nice, but I found that when I was trying to make my wing, it was a little difficult to get just like a really crisp, smooth edge. And then I tried to go in with a brush and it did not work. But I tried to get the color here and then use a brush, but I wanted to show you guys, like, these don't move. So they're nice, but if you're wanting to use it for like precision, it might not happen, because it sure as hell did not happen for me. I'm gonna take Beach by Hourglass. I keep calling it Beaches, so it's really Beach. And I'm just going to take this and do just two little, let's do one here. 3 little dots. 3 little dots. I'm actually gonna use their concealer brush for this. And I'm not dragging, as you guys can see, and I'm not taking it too high up because I have mascara on. But here, I really like to bring the concealer in closer to my nose, which is where this brush is fantastic, because it allows you to get into this little corner here and just boop, drag it out. But I do, like most people, have a shadow right here, and so being able to get into that corner and just brighten makes a huge difference. And this concealer, guys, let me tell you, it is my favorite right now. I have to do my monthly favorites, but I can tell you guys that this is going to be in there for sure. This has been the concealer that I'm using every single day, and the formula is just fantastic. It's beautiful, full coverage. A little goes a long way. Like you guys saw the magic that happened with just 3 little dots. It's beautiful. Another thing you're gonna hear me talk about is this MAC powder in soft yellow. This has been the setting powder that I've been using for a few weeks now, and I love it. It just really brightens. A little bit goes a long way. And this brush, woohoo! Guys, I need to get my life together. And I need to tell you guys about what I'm loving. So today I'm going to be using my Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm palette in Lovegasm. And I'm going to use this bronzer here, which is what I have been using. For my blush, I'm going to be using this. So freaking cute. There you go. You're welcome. I am going to take, I think I'm going to start off with, I'm going to use this brush, which I have been loving. This is the Royal Langnickel highlighting brush, but I've been using it for a blush brush. And I'm going to take this shade here, which is the shade that's closest to the cream color, and this is Super Glow. And I'm going to use this on my cheeks as my blush today. I really meant to use the cream to see what that was like, but I forgot about it. This is really pretty. I thought it was going to be like super glowy, but it's not showing up as a glowy product. You know, it has glitter, and I was concerned that it would show up that way, but it doesn't. It kind of reminds me a little bit of NARS orgasm. I'm going to take the highlighter in this set and just pop it right at the high point of my cheek. And I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Diamond Powder. All right, it's our diamond powder. And I'm actually going to place this right on the lid. All right, guys, I have on my mascara, which I almost forgot to do. And I'm going to take a little bit of this, I'm gonna take a little bit of this powder, and I use the all-nighter setting spray, but I wanna just mattify some of my face. I feel like it just added some shine, which is fine, but I just want to make sure that my face does not get oily quickly, which I'm not an oily person, but for whatever reason, my skin decides to play me sometimes. For my lips, I'm gonna be using Charlotte Tilbury, and this is in Bosworth Beauty. It's a beautiful pink. We are sticking with the pinks today. All right, guys, so this is one look, and this is with obviously a very bright blue-based pink, and I know that that's not for everybody, so I'm gonna just take this gloss by Hourglass, and this is in Unreal, and this is going to help mute the lip a little bit. And here is a more muted lip option, which I think most of us would be more comfortable with. All right, guys, so here is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I think this would be a really cute Valentine's Day look. I don't celebrate, but if you do, this would be really cute, or this is just like a really cute spring inspired look. I think it's really pretty and soft. And the shades I picked are just soft enough to where they're there, but they're not overpowering. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below letting me know what your Valentine's Day plans are. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.